What's poppin', man? It's your boy Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town. You know how it goes. Doing it up, TOTT TV. Special edition of TOTT TV. It's called Showtime Speaks. Got a couple issues that I want to address, man. So I just decided to kind of, just speak about it and let the world know how I feel about some things, man. Down here in the A right now, ATL doing it up. I actually came down here. There is the Hitman DJ conference going on down here in Atlanta. So I just came down here to check it out, see what was going on, hanging out with the boy Danger Hands, Wow, Crown Life, Danger Hands Music, all of them. So, but while I'm here, man, one of the things that really caught my attention while I was here is that, when I listen to ATL radio or, see how hard the artists are grinding down here in the A, I just noticed a total difference than the things that are going on, back home in VA. So, I just kind of wanted to bring some things to the forefront, man. And basically, just it's time for change, VA. It's time that we got to get it together, man. Everybody talk a good game about how they rep the 757 and how they rep the 804, but it's time to show improvement. These cats is down here getting it done, man. And I'm not just talking about rappers or I'm talking about DJs. I'm talking about people on the radio. I'm talking about MCs. I'm talking about promotions people, managers, everybody at VA that's affiliated with the music industry in some sort. We got to do better, man. I come down here and I just see a certain camaraderie down here that you don't find in the V. You listen to the radio down here, you hearing at least 10 songs that you probably would never hear that are regional records that are heard only down here for right now. You go in the club, you're hearing 10 more records that everybody knows in the club that you won't even hear on the radio yet. So those are hit records that are being broken in the club that aren't even on the radio yet, but everybody knows those records. So, as far as radio, Virginia radio, we got to step it up, man. Myself included. We gotta start bringing some exposure to these local acts, man. KRS-One said it best, man. On your radio, don't you want to hear more local MCs? You know what I mean? So I don't think the local MCs are getting the shine that they deserve. It's local cats that's out there on their grind, on their grizzly. Shout out to people like M. Watt, shout out to people like Kenny, shout out to Ambassador Rick, shout out to Dow Gotcha, shout out to Bruce Babby. Like, those are 5 cats that I can just name off the top of my head that I know are out there getting their thing on and doing what they're supposed to do and trying their hardest to succeed. But, if Virginia radio don't get behind the local artists, then what's the use? If they can't get support from their hometown, what's the use, man? So Virginia radio stations, we gotta step it up, man. Got to understand that it's 2008, man. It's a new sound going on, and we gotta accept it. I'm a hip hop dude, man. I'm hip hop to the death. My favorite MC of all times is Big Daddy Kane. My favorite album of all time is Illmatic. My favorite producer is DJ Premier. So I understand that we all want to preserve what was, but at the same time, we have to understand that the culture and the music has moved on into 2008, man. Lil Wayne sold over 1 million records in 1 week. If that ain't a sign that hip hop has changed, then I don't know what is. Young Jeezy, I tell people all the time, man, when you look at the way that the industry is going right now, if you compare 2008 to 95, 96, Young Jeezy is the new Nas, man. Young Jeezy speaks to the streets, he speaks to the people. Same way that Nas did in 95, Lil Wayne is the new Jay-Z. Remember when in 95 everybody wanted to be Jay-Z, everybody wanted to be Reasonable Doubt? That's what Lil Wayne is, man. That's the effect that he has on the culture right now. The same effect that Jay had back in the day. So, just understand the times have changed, man. We can't keep, dwelling in the past and dwelling on what was. We got to keep it moving and understand that if we want VA to pop, we got to do it, man. So I'm personally taking the city on my back. Virginia, I got us. I said it in the Clips interview. Somebody has to stand up, and carry that VA flag, man. And if you ain't with the V, then you against us. That's the attitude that we got to start taking, man. If you're not with us, if you're not supporting this movement, this real VA movement, as far as getting us out there, then you against us, man. You know what I mean? I'm down here, like I said, with Danger Hands and his artists. He's doing this thing wild. They out here grinding, man. They down here in the A grinding at this DJ conference, and it's sad that they're the only folks from Virginia that I see. It should be more Virginia artists down here represented. If you're really serious about your craft, you're really serious about what you do, you need to be out in these streets, grinding, getting your name out there, letting people know who you are, building your own buzz. Like, for all my record labels, my independent record labels out there, Build your own buzz, man. Don't depend on the radio. Don't depend on nothing. Get out in these streets and build your own buzz. Do what you got to do, man. Be responsible for your own success. You know what I mean? Don't depend on any radio stations, because we can't do it for you. We can do it with you, but we can't do it for you. You got to get out here, grind for yourself, man. Build your own buzz. I did it. I went from nothing to something in a matter of 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to get out here. You got to get in these streets. You can't just stay in Virginia, man. You got to move. You got to move around the country. If you got to go to Atlanta, if you got to go to D.C., if you got to go to Miami, if you got to go to New York, wherever you got to go, that's what you have to do to bring exposure to yourself, man. You know, and above all that, you got to have what we call that piff. If you don't know what that piff is, you got to have some strong material, man. You got to have the best material that you could possibly have that's better than anything that anybody else can put out there, man. That's that piff. You got to have it. If you're in the music business, in order to succeed, you can't come half-assed, man. You got to be prepared to do what you got to do. You got to be prepared to be successful, man. You got to be professional about your business. You feel me? You know, so get your grind game on, man. Get your image looking right, man. Get your CDs together. Get a nice professional CD, like my man Wow. This joint right here, man. You know, he's handing these out all over Atlanta. Look, I got a whole stack of them right here. You know, whole stack of these joints. He's sending these out to every DJ that's down here in the Hitman DJ conference, man. He's out here handing these CDs out, man. You know, so when they leave, they don't have a definite idea of who that man is and what his mission is and what he's trying to accomplish. So, you know, that's pretty much all I had to say, man. I just wanted to touch on some things. So, you know, it's time for change, man. You know, we got a new president coming in 2009, man. It's time for change. It's time for us to gotta get out of that old mindset, man, and understand that hip hop is hip hop, and we all love hip hop, but it's different forms of hip hop, man. The game has evolved, man. So we all have to accept it and move on and do what we got to do to put this VA on the map, man. We got producers out here, Pharrell, Timbaland, Danger Hands, Missy. All that's cool, man. All that's cool, but we can't live off of that VA. We got to stand up, man, and do what we got to do to bring the new generation of MCs and the new generation of producers to the light, man. Shout out to the producers like M. Mills, producers like Young Shees, producers like Pete Rock. Who else? I'm forgetting a couple people. It's a couple cats out there, you know, Tracks. You know, it's a couple people out there, man. It's a whole new generation. So, you know, just adapt to this change, man. Adapt to the mindset that we got to do what we got to do to make it happen, man. Ain't nobody gonna do it for us. We got to stand up. VA, I got us. I got us on my back. Anything I can do, man, you know, you can hit me on the MySpace, myspace.com/Showtime757. If you got that piff, man, I'm going to help you out as much as I can, you know. Thanks for me. There ain't a whole lot of people in the V that's going to say that. But if you got that piff and you bring it to myspace.com/Showtime757, I'm going to help you out as much as I can, man. Down here in the A, we're going to be checking in probably with Danger and Wild a little bit later. So, you know, that's all I got for right now, man. So just stay tuned for the next move, man. Keep it locked where you got it.